Chapter 69. Growing Pains. Marcus woke to the sound of crying children and arguing adults, the usual symphony of too many people crammed into too little space. Tim and Tam were wailing in perfect harmony, while Father Uncle Garrett and Uncle Aldwin argued about the inadequacy of their new housing. Through the thin walls of their rented shed on the outskirts of Drakmore, Grandfather's voice rose above the chaos, trying to calm everyone down.
Marcus, wake up! Today there's no academy. After Professor Thaddeus became headmaster, he cut study days to 3.
Marcus groaned and sat up on his straw mattress. The burn wounds on his hands had almost completely healed. Sister Cora's healing power had really saved him.
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, I heard. Royal cuts must have increased.
We have to do something.
His broad face creased with worry. Why do we have to do something? Marcus thought bitterly. We're refugees living in shithouses, but we have to worry about everyone else? Because I'm cursed with this stupid switching mechanic. Why don't I have the power to create candy or soda? We could have been living happily.
Yeah, we will. I'm developing ideas to grow mushrooms in abandoned warehouses. At least it fills our stomachs and pockets a little.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, they grow fast and we can grow them in the city.
Tom scratched his head.
Marcus, they only grow in autumn and in the forest.
Big Tom, trust me. I know a way. I want you to go to the edges of the woods and look for mushrooms. Try to pick ones that animals are eating, especially ones that look like leaves.
He got up from the bed and continued.
I already grew some mushroom spawn at Owen's warehouse.
If you say so, brother.
Tom's faith in Marcus never wavered, even when Marcus's ideas sounded completely insane. They walked outside to meet the family. The shed was so small they could only sleep there. Everything else had to happen outside or not at all. Mother Alara looked exhausted.
Marcus, dear, me and your aunts have been worried ever since they released our family from Lord Varric's detention. They won't let us work in city-owned places or our old jobs.
Aunt Mira nodded grimly.
No one is hiring us.
Your father and uncles are all working temporary, dangerous jobs.
Marcus put a hand on her shoulder.
Mom, I know, but I'm bringing in enough now. Our business is stable enough that we can rent stalls at the bazaar.
Yeah, but we can't rely on only you. We want to contribute.
Marcus walked past his mother and called to everyone.
My family, if I can have a couple minutes of your time. I know you're all worried about our current situation and not finding jobs, but don't worry, I'm about to create jobs and find better living conditions. Just wait a couple weeks, please.
Grandfather stepped forward, his weathered face kind but concerned.
We trust you, son, but remember, you don't have to do everything all by yourself. We're with you.
I know, Grandpa. Thanks.
Father Garrett crossed his arms.
Son, are you certain about creating jobs? These guilds are no joke. They have every political force to stop us refugees from doing anything meaningful.
Don't worry about it, Dad. Any day now, Commander Kane is bringing Lord Hammond to the capital. He promised a meeting with him. I'll convince him to invest in my ideas.
We believe you, son. If you need us, we'll be ready.
But Marcus was worried about the bigger picture. The city was getting surrounded. Lord Hammond's province had been evacuated. After Lord Varric's deal with Malachar ended, they were on the move. Another 100,000 people were about to come to the city. Drakmore was already on the verge of civil war. Native-born citizens showed more and more discrimination against refugees. Metal pin wearers, those who supported sending refugees back to face Malachar, were increasing in number. After their supply line from Malachar for metals and minerals had been discovered and cut, following Lord Varric's hanging, other countries couldn't provide enough food to sustain the giant city that couldn't produce enough for itself. With those dark thoughts, Marcus arrived at their small stall in the bazaar.
Good morning, Marcus. How are you today?
He was dressed neatly as ever, though his clothes were getting older every day.
Thinking about stuff, actually. But fine. How are you? How are you, Sarah?
Without waiting for an answer, Marcus turned to Sarah, who was sitting unenergetically at their small table.
Not good. I have nothing to do here. I don't understand why we can't sell soaps or oils anymore.
She threw a fit, stood up, picked up a couple papers, and started waving them at passers-by.
Sarah, we talked about this. Luxury items are for a stable city. We're on the verge of economic collapse. We'll do ads for the rich, get their money, and start other businesses that the city needs.
Why do we have to? Let's produce those bombs and sell them to the kingdom. We'll be rich.
Marcus's voice turned serious.
We have to, because they don't understand the situation yet. After Lord Hammond arrives, I'll make sure he opens up our concerns to the king. And for explosives, we can't and won't sell them. If they figure out how to make them, there will be endless wars long after Malachar's dead.
If he can be killed,
I'm thinking about that too.
Yeah, I don't want to wave papers all day. Please find us better things to do.
Sarah, you wait here for customers. If anyone asks about ad rates, take note of their names.
Yeah, I know.
Marcus made a downward thumb gesture and laughed.
You have an excellent mind for mechanical work, but business-wise?
don't say that she saved us so many times. I remember one time she bought a whole batch of lye when...
You two lovebirds better find us a customer today, or this making fun of me will turn back on you.
Fine. Let's go, Marcus. I found 3 potential business owners. Let's visit them.
The whole day, Aldrich worked as a salesman while Marcus served as their specialist. They visited each business owner, explaining how their advertising worked for other businesses and how they could work wonders for them. By day's end, Aldrich had signed 2 agreements and secured 4 silver pieces up front, 36 when they deliver. As they celebrated with Sarah, they made plans to produce the new orders and used some of the advance money to buy ink products and wood. When returning home, Marcus went to the abandoned warehouse Owen had given him for producing explosives. Now he was growing mushroom spawns instead. He checked the jars, emptied out the infected ones, and took the one with the most white growth. Today had passed well for Marcus. Most of the time he was busy and had fun chasing customers with his friend. But as he was returning to his family's shed, he heard commotion coming from the city's east gates. They've arrived, he thought. Commander Kane and all of Hammond's province. I'll get to them after they've rested. Tonight he would sleep in peace. Tomorrow the real work would begin.